time shot, it's time shot. I'm in the place where my friends are, and I know together we'll go far. Yeah, time shot, it's time shot, and I'm still doing things the time shot way.
Hello, people, it's Poet, and we're back. And today, I have a fairly controversial... No, that's not the right word. What do you call those topics where, they're touchy subjects and, people are very, very, very passionate about a certain subject. Like, literally to the point where they would rather die. Like, no, not that they would rather die, but that they would die for that subject, that thing. In this case, I'm talking about religious beliefs. But before we get into the heavy topic, let's see what this is. I don't know what this is. It's a present. And I've already done Edson's quest, Santa's quest. And I believe I've already done the Prankmas, was just the signs. So this can only be the Secret Santa thing. Now, obviously, I'm not going to reveal who I had for a Secret Santa yet. Not until Christmas Day, in which at what point? What am I even? I'm not even talking right. How am I going to do this really difficult topic? I can't even say common phrases properly. At which point, on Christmas, I will reveal who my Secret Santa, or who I was the Secret Santa of, and what I did for them. But that doesn't prevent me from opening my gift early, if this is said gift. So, I don't have my shears on me. I had shears on me for so long because of the thing that I can't reveal yet. I almost just spoiled the Secret Santa thing. I had shears, okay? So that's your only hint. But I had shears on me, and now I don't. So just by hand, undo the bow. I almost didn't see this thing at first. Like, I saw it, when I came out of there, but I was actually, like, running around my base. I did a bunch of these little tubes these pipes coming out of the walls, like that one and like that one. So I've now gone and done another one right, you can barely see it, right there, behind there. I've done one right there. I've done one across the way. You can see it right there. There's another one on the other side of this mountain. And then there's another one on the other side of this mountain. And I think that I also did one over on the other side there. So I was bouncing around here, and I was coming back, and I was up on here, and I looked over, and just by chance spotted this thing. I don't know why my eyes weren't attracted to it right away. All right. So at first I thought this was going to be an exploding gift of some kind. Like I would break one of the blocks and there would be like pressure plates with TNT, or something really, really, really trolly like that. Really griefing like that. So I was actually really scared just now when I broke that and it fell. And then my other thought was that this would be filled with something like chickens, even though I can't hear them. Like, I don't know, named creepers or something. It says Murray Christmer's Piot. Oh. Bootay. Schmootay. Perfect Mafeets. Schmooties. Schmootzy. I like the boots. Shooty. The boodle. Pet me prosecutor. Dwiddle. Dwoodle. Rum. Red rum. Rum. This is code. If this isn't code, I will be extraordinarily surprised. Because whoever is talking like that and like that is extraordinarily... That's like Code Wing's sense of humor. They've hit it spot on. Or maybe they just have the same sense of humor, but... I'm guessing it right now. Especially with the rum thing. Because that goes back to pirates. I don't even know if Code's in the Secret Santa, though. It could be someone else. Could be Penny, Pudsey, Win, who else? Dave, Edson. I don't know who else signed up. Like, I really don't know. But this is good. Protection 4 boots. Depth Strider 3 boots. Unbreaking 3. Depth Strider 3, Unbreaking 3. So they're all pretty decent boots. They're like probably the best ones that they could find. Which is great because I actually collect the good ones. And the bows as well. I don't know if they've known. Maybe they watched my episode. But I actually had a bunch of bows stored away at spawn that I was working at improving to get a better bow for myself. I like the Pet Me Prosecutor. It's not that much different than the one I've got. Power 4, Unbreaking 3, Punch 2, Flame. This is Power 4, Unbreaking 3, Punch 1, Flame. But I'd be willing to swap them out just because I can always put Punch 2 on there. And then instant health potions, which I will grab. Actually, why don't I grab all of... Oh, I can't. That's the thing about this kind of inventory is that you can't. So that was actually a very nice gift. I was so surprised. I feel almost kind of bad because my gift that I did for someone definitely edges more towards a prank. But I knew that, like, I was saying to people, like, because they were having some problems figuring out what to do. Oh, man. What did I do that for? They were having problems figuring out what to do for their Secret Santa things. And I was saying, like, you know, it doesn't have to be, you know, building something for someone. It could also be you're just, you know, you just want to give them something. Like a nice present. And that's what someone did for me. And that's amazing. That's very... Why didn't I pillar from up there? All right, let's get into this topic because it's a very sensitive topic. And, you know, as I always preface these topics with, probably should have done it earlier, but I'll do it now, is basically to say, you know, leave the hate at wherever you want to leave it, but don't bring it here. I was going to say, leave the hate at home. You shouldn't hate at home either. You shouldn't hate anywhere. Look at all these boots that I got now. So I'll throw those in there. Oh, perfect. I got currently my rubber booties mending, which are pretty amazing. But on the off chance that they may break or that I may lose them in lava or to the end or to whatever, that is why I collect rubber booties. And now I've got bootay, schmootay, perfect my feets. I like the boots, schmootsy, and that's it. Anyway, yeah, let's preface it by saying, like, leave the hate at home. Leave it wherever it lies. You know, just don't bring it here. Because I don't want to hear it. You know, no one-sided conversations. You know, if you're gonna talk about religion especially, you know, the worst thing that you can do, the worst thing in this day and age, I gotta definitely say, like, in this day and age, you know, we're not living in the colonial periods where, you know, people were coming overseas to teach people religion, you know. In this day and age, it's thought of as very rude to try to impose your thoughts, your beliefs, your theories, regardless of what they might be, whether pro-religion or against religion. It's rude to say one person's wrong and another's right. And that is the entire core of what I wanted to talk about today. Because I was actually inspired. I watched a vlog that someone posted. And she had covered a song. Again, I'm not going to name names, you know, because that always leads to... I tell people not to go out of their way to attack people or find other people or, you know, harass other people or give their opinions to other people. It doesn't matter. They go out of their way anyway. So I just want to, like, keep it as private as I can. If you think you know who I'm talking about, don't say it. Just out of respect, you know? But they did a vlog where they talked about this similar subject in that they had made a song. They covered a song. And when they covered a song, in the song, they talked about religion. In the song. Like, this is a song that someone else wrote, someone else sang. They did a cover of it. And in the song, there's religion. You know, it doesn't matter if it's a good song, bad song, whatever. They, however, did not have a religion of any kind. And people actually were getting upset about that. And it sort of took me aback a little bit. Because I often see it the other way around. Where if someone doesn't have a religion, it almost seems like the people who believe in something want to take it upon themselves to try to educate or convert or you know, I think they do it with good intentions, but it's very rare. And sometimes they'll go out of their way to belittle someone. If you don't believe in something, they'll belittle you, which is, it seems like completely against what the religion would teach, but they do it. Anyway, I don't really ever see it. I don't think I ever have seen it the other way around, where someone says, I don't believe in religion. I don't have any beliefs. I don't have faith in anything. You know, they sing a song about faith, and right away they were getting attacked, being called hypocrite, and being kind of... like people saying how disappointed they were in that person and things like that. And I watched this whole thing, and I saw some of the drama unfolding in the comments, and the vlog itself was talking about the drama and how people were, you know, latching onto it. And yeah, a lot of it is just people being trolls. You know, if you see someone super religious, then you're gonna go like full atheist on them, and if you see someone go full atheist, you're gonna go full religion on them, and that's the way that trolls work. That's how they behave. That happens, okay? But I do think that some of the comments were genuine, and that's kind of what made me facepalm a little, and what I wanted to talk about. And I actually left a comment on that vlog video. You know, not that I wanted anybody to hear it or see it or cared, but sometimes when you got a thought, you just have to put it down. You have to lay it down. You have to tell people about it, whether they listen or not. But my comment was kind of along the lines, I don't remember the exact wording, but in a sense it was, you know, why do people care what other people believe in? Why? Why? You know, is it that you're being, you think that you're being caring? You know, if I don't believe in something and you do, is it my job to try to convince you that, hey, you shouldn't believe in something? Or the other way around, if I do believe in something, in a religion, in a higher power, is it my job, is it my duty to that higher power in order to try to convince you why it's right? Why I'm being right, you know? I don't get that. I don't understand it. I just don't. I don't get it. And it's not only limited to religion, honestly. It encompasses so much. So much. Equality in so many things. like gender, race, you know, it's just, why are people taking it upon themselves to care what other people think? And this is something that actually extends to other things, like your own mental health, your well-being, your the way you think about yourself, you know? I've often said this to Win. I'm going to grab a bed, actually, so that I don't die when the husks come out. No, that's not what I say to Win. But I often, like, Win will say something about, like, oh, I don't look good today. Or sometimes she says the opposite. I do look good today. I think I look great today. Some days she's the other way around, where it's like, you know what? I don't look good today. And I don't have that same brain pattern. I lost it a long time ago. And I've talked about this before, where I stopped caring what people thought about me a long time ago. Every now and again, it might fire back up for a split second where I might think like, oh, I look like utter crap today. I'm not going to do face cam on this stream, you know, one-off stream. But I don't genuinely think that I look bad, and I don't really care if people think I look bad. In fact, if you think I look bad, then that gives me complete authority, in my opinion, to belittle, mock, and defame you. Like, that's my opinion. If you say something bad about me, I will fully say something bad about you, because you obviously have a bad attitude, and I will show you mine in turn. I don't know if that's a good way to think about it, but anyway, that's neither here nor there. That's not anything to do with the topic, really. But it's about thinking. It's about caring what other people think about you, and vice versa. The crazy thing is, as much as it doesn't make sense to care what other people think about you, there are those people out there who, for some reason, they seem to care about you that way. Like, they actually do care what you look like. They care what religion you subscribe to. They care what sexual preference you have. It might not matter at all to them what it is. Why would it? Why would it? That's the thing. And this is what I'm feeling like I'm repeating myself already, but I just don't understand why it matters to someone else. And that's genuinely, I don't know. Is it people just being busybodies, nosy, feeling, for lack of a better and yet maybe appropriate term, holier than thou? You know? My poop doesn't stink type of thing? Is it that kind of mentality that makes someone care what someone else believes in, or what they do in their own time? I don't get it. I don't understand it. Because, in my opinion, everybody would be happier if we just sort of, you know, worried about ourselves a little bit more. You know, if you believe in something and I don't, let's say, it's not your job to try to convince me otherwise. If you just, you know, show respect, then we'd both get along just fine, regardless of what we believe in. Politics-wise is another aspect I didn't really think about, but now I'm bringing back up. Back up, I say, because we talked about politics recently. And sort of in the same vein, where we talked about, you know, who cares what someone votes for and who they think deserves to win, you know? it doesn't make any sense to me why we take it upon ourselves to care what other people are doing. Especially when it really does not affect us in any way, shape, or form. You know, if they have extreme faith, it doesn't prevent me from showing them respect, admiration, love, and acceptance. It doesn't prevent me from showing compassion for that person, you know, because I might not believe in what they believe in. And vice versa. If I do believe in some higher power, and I'm religious, and I have all these thoughts and feelings about that, it doesn't, and it shouldn't, prevent me from caring about someone else who does not believe in that thing. You know, when someone doesn't think the same as you, that doesn't make them inherently evil. That doesn't make them inherently wrong. It just means that they believe in something different. And people can be different, and difference is beautiful. I totally believe that one of the things that makes our world and our different cultures and everything so special is our differences. I think that those are wonderful, beautiful things. The fact that I can believe in something and you can believe in something else. And yet society can still like improve itself. You know, and maybe I'm just looking at this from like a Star Trek kind of point of view. You know, I've been watching a lot of Star Trek again recently. I don't know why. I just, you know, I've always been into it. I always have liked it. Call me a nerd all you want. I really don't care. Thing is, it's good. And I've been watching it, and I actually just powered through Deep Space Nine. Now, if you are a Star Trek fan, you may have just cringed, but trust me, it is my favorite. I will go so far as to now say it is my favorite series. And there are two main aspects of that series. One is war, and the other is religion. And one of the biggest elements is the religion in that show. And if you haven't seen it, I mean, you really just have to. It power through. It's 7 seasons. It seems like a lot, but when you get through it, it's one of the best television series that's ever been made. Very, very well written. And it really stops and makes you think sometimes. They have this religion in there. And the religion was basically formed around these aliens. These ultra powerful aliens. Essentially used their powers to influence and provide and create and, you know, basically do godly things for a planet, for a world. And while a lot of people were like, well, you know, they're not gods, they're just aliens. There were others who were saying, you know, does that matter? You know, are they any less? Have they provided for us any less? Have they done less for us than, you know, a god would? You know, I thought it was kind of interesting. The point was that despite people having differed beliefs, nobody ever went out of their way to say, you're wrong. You know, it was very common for people to say, oh, what am I doing? This is wrong. I shouldn't be doing this. If you're listening, we're in Minecraft world now. I'm converting this to sand. This shouldn't be sand. Oops. Got carried away. Back to the talk. There were people in the series who had different beliefs, you know? People who were like, you know what? They are just aliens. They're not gods. I can't worship them. You know, wish I could, because you obviously care about it a lot, but I just can't, you know. And people were fine with that. People seemed like, you know, I wish you could believe as much as I do. Yeah, I wish I could too. That was kind of the conversation. And something about that kind of conversation I really, really respected. Because I've always had that kind of outlook on religion and in people's beliefs. In that, like, I don't know the answers. I don't know that anybody truly really does. But if someone gains some benefit from a religion, whether it's comfort in a dark time, whether it's, you know, a little bit of extra luck, if that's what you want to call it, financially, romantically, in their lives, jobs, if they gain something from it, if they become more positive because of it, you know, if you were a violent person or an angry person and, you know, religion pulls you away from that bad attitude, you know, who would I be as a non-believer to go out of my way to take that away from them or to ridicule them for it? But likewise, I don't believe that it's right for them to, as a believer, to say that I'm wrong in non-believing. And that's sort of where the conflicts come up, I think. Because again, for some reason, people seem to think that we're not gonna mind our own business. We gotta tell them like it is. We gotta either convince them or, you know, feel sorry for them. And that's the thing that bugged me the most, I think. What happened to me once, this is a while ago now, maybe 2 years, but it's still stuck with me. It still resonates with me, is that, you know, I got into a conversation. Someone asked a question about faith and belief and what I believed in. And I think my belief right now hinges on the just I don't know factor. And I feel like I believe that people should be good to one another. And I believe that people should give to one another. And I believe that, you know, if you ask me the question, what happens when we die? I really can't answer it. I don't know. I'm not dead. If something were to happen, you know, in a faith standpoint, when I die, I'd be surprised. But at the same time, I wouldn't be disappointed. You know, I'll say that much. But I got into a conversation with someone. It wasn't a negative conversation. In fact, they were just kind of saying, like, you know, I believe in this. But then their conversation kind of shifted and said, you know, I believe in X, but I feel pity, or I feel sorry for you. I think that's I don't think it was pity. Or maybe it was. But they said, I feel sorry for you. And that kind of took me aback, you know. They feel sorry for me. And I was like, why do you feel sorry for me? And they said, well, because, you know, in my religion, if you don't believe in my religion, then you're not gonna, you know, get the whatever benefit that was. You're not gonna get the afterworld perk, the afterlife perk of my religion. You know, you're not gonna go to heaven type of thing. Or maybe they just thought like, oh, I feel sorry for you because, you know, I wish the way that they said it was more like, I feel sorry for you because I wish that we could share that thing in common. But I don't know why that would make them feel sorry for me. And that sort of took me aback. Like, I kind of get it. Like, I kind of do get it. I do get it. You know, and it goes both. What is this? Is this Pudsey? Oh, Pudsey. I'm going to find these forever. I almost have the feeling like she's come back and added some. Could that be? That she's come back? Or have I just missed these for so long? There's going to be more. I know it. I keep finding them. But anyway. It goes both ways where, like, I've seen people who... I've even been in relationships with people where they were saying stuff like, you know, I feel sorry for those who believe in religion because they're so, you know, chained down to their, you know, they can't have any freedoms. They don't, you know. But in my opinion, that's their choice, you know. Who are we to say that that's wrong? Who are we to say that they aren't allowed to feel a certain way? It's their lives. It's just, it's such a weird topic that the whole thing hinges on that one first thing that we talked about. Caring about other people's lives. Now, I guess it goes like I was also saying with the appearance thing, that we shouldn't care what other people think about us. You know, if I believe in something and I believe in a religion and I have faith in that religion and a bunch of other people are saying to me, you're wrong, you're wrong, you're wrong. Or you're an idiot, or you're stupid, or how could you think that way? If a bunch of people are thinking that, you know, it's not my problem, you know? I don't know where I'm going to get sand right now. I'm just looking around to see, like, I have all this dirt to dig up, but I don't have any sand to dig up because I've done all the sand already. I think I actually need to go to the excavation desert to get some sand. But anyway, yeah, it's kind of like that. What I was saying is that, you know, who cares what other people think? You know, if you want to believe in a frog and that gives you peace of mind and it makes you happy, why get upset when someone might have a differing opinion than you? Why try to impose it on others when they don't think the same as you? Those are questions that I don't think can be answered. I know that there will be varying opinions as to why people act and say certain things, but at the end of the day, you know, we are our own people. We do our own things. And I just wish that the world was in a place where we could kind of just get along, you know? And maybe that is kind of the Star Trek attitude in me. Seeing society where they are so accepting of people, of differences in gender, in differences in sexuality, in differences of race and religion and whatever. Seeing that reality and then realizing that we don't live that reality, it's a tough pill to swallow, you know. The same thing actually happened in terms of race just the other day, where I thought to myself, you know, it would be nice if we could, you know, get along and mock each other, because I love mocking people. I love it. I wish that I could have freedom to do that more often without people getting upset about it. You know? And I think religion's the same way, now that I'm doing this whole talk. Is that, you know, I wish that we could have open and honest conversations without it being attacking other people. Attacking, you know. But that's what it becomes, you know, when people try to impose their beliefs on other people, it gets seen as an attack. And it is. It is an attack. Because I do believe that every person, and I've said this one before too, every person should be able to find their own path, to come up with their own reasoning, to do their own research and figure things out for themselves, you are not going to help. As much as you think that you're helping, you're not going to help. You know, you're not going to convince anyone of anything. In fact, if I try to say I meet someone, and I do have several friends who are very faithful, passionate about religion, passionate about their faith, what they believe in. They're open about it, you know, whatever. How would they feel if I went up to them and said, "You're wrong. You know what? You're wrong. You shouldn't think that way." And if they ask me, "Well, why am I wrong?" And then I basically make them feel like they're stupid, that's not going to be positive. What I can instead do is care about them anyway, and not care what they believe in, and know that regardless of the choices that they've made, that the choices they've made are for their own personal benefits, I'm sure. And so, all the power to them. I just realized I have a bed on me. I'm running up here to go to the bed. I've got a bed on me. So that's kind of my whole perspective of it. Again, I don't want any hate in the comments. Any I see will be immediately deleted, and you will be banned from commenting on the channel further ever again. I don't undo bans. I don't care. If you screw up once, you're out. Because I do think that feels bad. It's likewise, you know, where if you believe in something and someone else doesn't, it's not your place to say, you know, you're wrong. People believe in different things for different reasons. And like I said, regardless of their reasoning, I'm sure they're doing it because it's what they've chosen. It's, I hope, because they have done their own amount of research on it, their own soul searching, so to speak, and that they're doing it for reasons that are much bigger than your opinion. So it doesn't make sense to try to convince other people. What you should be doing is showing them the same levels of acceptance, respect, appreciation, and love, regardless. And if we all did that, then I think that we'd be better people for it, you know. And I don't know why. Yeah, now I am definitely going in circles because I just don't understand why other people care. Because this is my opinion of it. Honestly, it all comes down to this. If you believe in certain something, and I believe in a certain something else, you know, I have full respect and admiration, in fact, for someone who can be so passionate about something, so faithful about something. You know, I really wish in my own life that I could be better in those types of things. I wish I could have more respect and belief and all kinds of things for other people, for other things. When I see someone being a good person to another person, you know, if they credit their religion for that, then that's awesome. That's an amazing thing. If someone had something really terrible happen in their lives and they fall back on religion and it gets them through that, that's amazing. That's an awesome, amazing, wonderful thing. When you believe in something and you use it to attack others or use it to belittle others, that is where you're going wrong. And that I don't understand. And I don't think that I'll ever be able to understand it. Again, some of it's just trolling. But the ones who genuinely believe these things and want to push it on others, I don't get it. I don't understand it. But that's where we're going to end it, guys. 40-minute episode more. So what are your thoughts on it? Be neutral as much as you can. I hope you guys have open minds. That's all that I ask for. And before you make your comment, think about those 4 things, showing respect. That's the key one. Showing your respect for others, acceptance, admiration, and love. Those 4 elements: respect, appreciation, admiration, love. If you feel all of those things for someone else, above all the respect one, then you can make your comment. If it's going to belittle someone else's beliefs, though, you are not showing those 4 things, despite what you may think. I hate to break it to you, but you're not. So leave it alone. But I'm curious as to why people feel a certain way about what other people believe in. Maybe I can get some answers on that. Or maybe there is no answer and we can all agree on that. I don't know. And again, it's not limited to religion. If you don't want to leave it limited to religion, it could be about politics, your belief in a certain political system, your belief in a certain candidate. Why is my belief in, Barack Obama worse or better or whatever than your... What does it have to do with your belief in John McCain, Why can't we get along anyway? Why can't we just show respect and love and appreciation and acceptance to each other anyway? That's my question. Leave your comments below. Like this video. And do all those other awesome things people do. Thank you to whomever, I guess I'll see you on Christmas, whomever left the big present on top of my thingy there with the booties in it. And with that, we'll be seeing you guys next time on TimeShot. Bye-bye! Oh, and before I say bye-bye, I know it's been 43 minutes now. I will be doing another comment jam episode soon. Probably, maybe even the next one, unless I do a collab with someone. Maybe even the next one, where we go through what I pick as the best comments from the previous TimeShot episodes since the last comment jam. So get your comments in on those various episodes, as I will be going through them now. And, or soon, I should say. And we'll see you then. Bye.